In this video, I'm going to share with you the story of King Shantanu and Ganga. King Shantanu was a descendant of King Bharata. Like King Bharata, Shantanu also ruled over Hastinapura. In his previous life, King Shantanu was King Mahabisha. He was invited to Devaloka in his previous life to take part of a great feast. All the devas, including Brahmaji, Indra, and Ganga, were present. While they were having their feast, due to strong wind, Ganga's wheel was slightly blown away. Out of respect, almost all the devas looked down so that she could have time to get her wheel back up. During this time, though, King Mahabisha was constantly looking at her because he found Gangaji to be very beautiful. Brahmaji did not approve of this and cursed both King Mahabisha and Ganga to take birth as humans and exhaust their karma. Being born as a human is very painful when you are a devta, as devtas don't have to deal with any problems that humans have to deal with. King Mahabisha was born as King Shantanu in the next birth. One day after hunting, while going through the forest, he felt very thirsty. He drops by a river to drink some water. At the side of the river, he sees a beautiful lady. At first sight, he falls in love with her. That beautiful lady was none other than Ganga. He does not know about who she is. All he knows is that she looked very beautiful and he wanted to marry her. He asks her if she would be ready to marry him. She agrees to marry him if he gave her three promises. The first promise was that he would never ever inquire her about her origin or her parents. Second was that he would never question her any behavior, however good or bad it may be. And the third was that he would never get angry with her and cause her any suffering. And if he broke any of his promises, she would leave him and go away. These were very big promises that she had put as her marriage condition. Any sane person would have thought twice before giving such promises. But King Shantanu was so attracted to her beauty that his intelligence was overpowered by his mind and he agreed to her promises. They both married quickly and went to the kingdom. They lived very happily afterwards. Shantanu was very happy with her and she served Shantanu very well. After a few years, she gave birth to a child from Shantanu. As soon as the child was born, she took the child and drowned him in the river. Shantanu was furious at her action. He could not believe what just happened. He remembered his promise to her, so he did not question her action. Like the first child, Ganga drowned the six more child in the river right after they were born. Then the eighth boy child was born. She again took the child and headed straight to the river. At this point, Shantanu could not control himself and was very furious. He stopped her and questioned her as to who she was and why she was murdering her own children. It was unthinkable for him that a mother would kill her own children. Ganga stops and does not drown the eighth child. She turns around towards King Shantanu and tells him that he had broken his promise and that she would now leave and go away. Before going away, she explains to him who she is and why she did what she did. She told him she is Ganga and that she had come down in the form of human to live for some time to live the curse that she had gotten with King Mahabisha. King Shantanu in his previous life was King Mahabisha. She also tells him that the eight boy child that she got from him were the eight gods who had stolen Sage Vasishta's cow Nandini. Sage Vasishta had cursed those gods to take human form. For those gods taking human form again is very painful. Those eight gods had asked Ganga to be their mother and give them quick emancipation from human birth right after they were born. She was able to help 7 out of 8 gods who were born as human. The eighth one was saved by King Shantanu because he stopped her. She takes the eighth child away and tells King Shantanu that she would train him and bring him back after training. In no time after she said this, she was gone. King Shantanu had lost his wife, and along with his wife went his only son. King Shantanu goes back to the kingdom and tries to focus on ruling the kingdom. About 16 years passes by. One day, King Shantanu sees a boy stopping the flow of river Ganga by building a dam of arrows that he had shot at Ganga. It was nearly impossible for anyone to stop Ganga's mighty flow. At that time, Ganga appears and introduces herself and their son Devavrata, that mighty child, to his father, King Shantanu. Devavrata means someone unsurpassed in wisdom and use of weapons. King Shantanu was so happy to meet his son after 16 years and was even more happy because it looked like Ganga had trained him very well. Ganga tells King Shantanu she had trained Devavrata under sage Parshurama for the art of warfare, under sage Vasishta for learning of the Vedas, and he had learned politics from Brihaspati and Shukra. All of these teachers were very rare to find and learn from during that time. Shantanu was feeling very, very happy. Ganga asked Shantanu to take him to the kingdom and she leaves. Shantanu asks Devavrata what his mother taught him. He says his mother told him, gain enough knowledge, but be humble and follow the path of dharma, righteousness, because that is what will lead you to true happy life. An important insight to take out of this story is the law of karma. According to the law of karma, every action that we do has a consequence, and that everything happens for a reason. In Shantanu's case, his wrong act in his previous birth led to Ganga leaving him in this birth. Because of Ganga's help, the gods got quick emancipation, that they had to face the consequence of wrongdoing, of stealing the cow. Also, we cannot comprehend a reason for everything that happens to us right now. All we can do is accept our current reality and do our best effort to improve what our current reality is. There is no way King Shantanu could have reasoned about why Ganga was killing her own children. The most important aspect, again, of law of karma is the intention behind doing the action is what counts even more than the action. It is the intention, again, behind the action that causes the consequences. Thanks.